Hey, hey, beautiful people. Thank you for joining me for yet another thrilling episode of the Move Forth podcast. So, thanks so much for joining me. I so appreciate it. And I'm truly hoping to actually get on Apple soon. I'm still recording like super fancy right now with my earbuds, if we want to technically name it, and my phone is on airplane mode, folks. So, gonna make sure that no interruptions come in today. All right. So, let's go ahead and settle in. And, I have a lot going through my mind today, and, just kind of wondering where I want to go with this podcast today, because I usually don't speak from a script or anything. And I say a lot, so I'll work on that too. I'll try to be aware of that for your listening pleasure here. So I want to talk to you about what it's been like watching myself build Move Forth Coaching. And it's been interesting, and I'm not an entrepreneur by nature, I don't think. It's hard for me to refer to myself that way. I'm not exactly the salesy type. I tend to get a little clammy when that happens, but that's probably something to do with on a deep level of self-worth, right? So obviously I still have some healing to do around that. But it's been quite incredible. And this journey started 2 years ago. And I was just kind of talking with my husband this morning about, wow, 2 years, a lot has happened in 2 years, and mainly it's been personal and spiritual growth in myself that was absolutely necessary before I could even dedicate the time and the space to building this business, this vision, this movement that I am in the beginning of, and it's so super exciting. The mantra or the mission of Move Forth Coaching is move forth into your being and leave your doing behind. I still can't believe that that phrase, that mantra, that mission statement came to me. I didn't think of it. I didn't sit down and brainstorm and draw out a chart and analyze what my mission was. It was given to me when I enrolled on my, to become a health coach and begin my journey of becoming a health and life coach and also a certified mother-daughter coach. I'm only one of 3 in the world, by the way, of mother-daughter coaches. I'm just going to throw that out there. I still can't believe that either. But it is a thing. It's a growing thing. And, mother-daughter coaching is a growing thing. And I'm hoping to build that as much as I can, because it's so, so, so needed right now in our world. Healing yourself through the lens of the mother-daughter relationship. More on that later. Actually, I just did a whole podcast. The last podcast 5, Are These Habits Even Mine? That I talk about looking at your habits through the lens of the mother-daughter relationship. Okay, see, I'm all over the place. Bear with me. But you know what? If you're building a business, you've been there too. And it's okay to be here. It's actually very exciting. So, back to the beginning of my journey. I had no idea how much healing I needed when I was starting this venture here. I said, okay, yeah, I've been a stay-at-home mom for 5 years. I need something more. I've run a restaurant. I've gone to culinary school. I've worked in that busy type of lifestyle. I like to think. I like to problem solve. I love, working with teams and team dynamic and those sort of things, and motivating and inspiring and teaching people. And so after being a stay-at-home mom, I thought, okay, it's time for me to start something new, but I don't want to necessarily go back to restaurant work. It's grueling. It's very, very hard work, and sending love to all of you if you have your own restaurant. Thank you so much for doing that for all of us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I thought, okay, like I have a degree in psychology, and like, it seems like life coaching and health coaching are really making an impact in the world, and I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of that movement. So I went in and got started. And what I discovered was unreal. Just a community of like-minded people, connecting with other mentors and coaches and learning from them, and the exercises, techniques, or programs that they're offering. Oh my gosh, like countless amount of books that have just like been given to me in my life. Just, they say, you know, when you're on that spiritual journey, that books just fall off the shelves. Well, it's true. You know, I've been very lucky to have wonderful aids in books in this unfolding and unraveling time. And I needed to spend more time, apparently, in anxiety and depression. And I know that might be like, cue the sad trombone. That's not what I'm trying to do here. But that's what I needed to do in order to have a clear vision of Move Forth coaching. And there were lessons that I still needed to learn in these last 2 years, and to sit in those places so that I could heal, and so that I could learn whatever I needed to learn there, and so that I can be here sitting with you today as I move forth into 2019 with a clearer vision and excited energy and a willingness to put myself out there as much as I can, so that I can make an impact. And so I just kept kind of going through the day-to-day motions. If emailing people and being in the social media hamster wheel, because it is a hamster wheel, marketing yourself on social media. I don't know if you feel me, but oh my gosh, like, it's really hard to keep up. And that is the part of my business, the computer part, the technological part, that I don't particularly like. And I don't think that I am by myself in that, for sure, because it takes up hours of your week in order to, you know, get your content out there, make sure you're engaging with people. I mean, I love engaging with people on social media. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love it. And most of my posts, or actually all of my posts right now, are done live. So, you know, like at the time, I don't batch content or anything like that yet. I can't quite make that commitment to batch that content. And, because when I post something, it's usually, especially on Instagram. So please go and follow me on Instagram. It's a different feel over there than I am on Facebook. I'm more video oriented on Facebook, and live videos, and sharing positive posts and, you know, words of inspiration. I do share from my Instagram on Facebook, but the Instagram feel is literally words that are given to me, that I want to give to you. And so, yeah, so go ahead and follow me. It's at Angela Pace Forth. So there's a little plug right there. Okay, a little marketing plug, which I really don't like doing, but I did it anyway. Yeah, so I just, you know, like I said, I'm not really into the batching content, and I don't know if that's one of my roadblocks. I don't know if there's something that needs healing there. If I don't really know that answer, but I'm just watching myself as I build this business. I'm watching ideas and creative word sequences come to me, and I am now starting to really believe that this is going to be something. And I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be something for sure. And, you know, I've had some speaking engagements scheduled and other engagements scheduled so far. in this new year, and there have been no shows. And you know what? It's okay. Have you had a no show? I've had a few. I've had quite a few now. And usually I'll just get up live from the no show, and I'll say, "Hey, thank you for your interest. Thank you so much for being interested in my event." If it's on Facebook, I'll say, "Thank you," because I truly mean that. Because if you're interested, it means that you want to make a change, but it just might not be the right time to get it into your life, and that's okay. Like, I want you to know that if you follow me, if you're interested in my events, and if you're listening right now, thank you. Like, seriously. And it just, I want to connect with you. I want to connect with you in any way that I can. My favorite way to connect is in person, but if I can connect with you right here, or through a video, or through getting up live at an event where nobody comes to, or my Monday movement videos that I do every Monday on Facebook, I'm happy to connect. And so what's kept me on track is I have woven through this past year, and if I get too overwhelmed by that social media, or meeting those expectations that are placed on us through marketing strategies and all of these things that we create these expectations of, or that expectations are created on us, if it gets too intense, my body is like, stop. And my mind is like, goes into overwhelm and anxiety. And that's where I can say, hey, thanks. Like, I got to slow down. Like, I got to take a break. Like, everything's going to be fine. There's nothing for you to solve right now. There's not a post that you can put up right now that is going to create massive growth in your business. It's okay. You're doing great. And that's what I have to keep reminding myself of. And you have to keep reminding yourself of that too. If you're building a business, if you're building a dream, if you're an entrepreneur, if you want to impact people and serve others, thank you so much. If you want to be a beacon of light and put your natural talents and gifts and abilities out there in the world, thank you for your courage. Just keep going. Watch yourself build this dream. It takes time to build a dream and to build a business. And if it were that easy, it would already be done, right? It's going to be the story of how you build your business. This is going to be my story of how I build, move forth, coaching. It's going to be the evolution of it. It will be your evolution of it. And so it's just so beautiful. I just got the chills right there. And I do need to take a sip of my bone broth. I'll tell you about that in just a second too. I've got organic turkey bone broth. I really love Bonafide brand. And I put some coconut manna, which is whole coconut puree, in there, and also some curry powder, and I grated some fresh ginger in there, and you guys, oh my gosh, it's so good. So there's that. But one of the things that has kept me grounded and allowed me to not accept no for an answer, like no shows at an event, one thing that has kept me grounded is whenever I'm talking about my business, I say I'm making millions in my mind. And y'all, making millions is not my goal. I mean, it's absolutely not. I am not money driven. And heck, maybe that's one of my problems. I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. But if I were making millions, then I'd be able to keep impacting so many people with that amount of money. I would still just use it to impact and to grow and to change the world, right? I mean, like, I'm one of those, like, when I was 13, I wanted there to only be peace on earth. I wanted to save the manatees. Thank God they're still around. Like, phew, that was a long time ago. I was really worried about them when I was 13. And, I want to contribute. I want to contribute to your life, and then I want that contribution to trickle into the lives of other people in your life, and then out into the world, and then into future generations. And again, I know I'm all over the place here, but this is what my mind looks like when I'm building a business. And I'm just going to be real and honest with you about it. And I think that it's an interesting way to talk about it, because normally when we're engaging in conversations with others about building a business, it's, what's your plan? What's your strategy? What are your goals? What's your financial plan? And all these things. And I tend to get extremely overwhelmed because my brain just doesn't work that way, which obviously means I need a bookkeeper, and other people. Don't ask me to do your taxes. I will not be able to do it. But I totally can create a vision, and I can see it. And how I get there is, different from maybe how you get there. And it's just all very fascinating. And so I don't know if angel cards are your thing, or oracle cards, or tarot cards, or any of that. But I'm way into angel cards, and it's just kind of a part of the Move Forth experience, if you will. And I did a year-long angel card reading, and the theme for my year is to be an observer and to learn from others and ask for help. And I really do think that now that I have done a ton of inner work and healing and processing and transmuting and all of those amazing, chaotic, beautiful things, I can now jump into this year with my vision, which is to create a movement for women. I don't mean to discriminate to you men out there, but if I want to impact women so that we all can impact everyone in our lives. And I want to heal women so that we can heal the world. And by doing that, I want us to own our habits, own where we are and where we're choosing to be in our life right now, and to open up to the idea of living a more wholehearted life, meaning embracing the good and the bad, and trusting yourself as a woman to know that you have everything in you to face whatever comes your way in your life. I mean, right? I mean, like that's my vision, and that is hopefully through conference calls with groups of women a few times each month on probably like a Zoom call or something like that. I want to create a members only area of my website for you to have, access to resources like recipes that I might create. For example, I'm also an organic chef. And so I can provide you recipes there on how to eat, more healthy, and understand why you're eating what you're eating, because that's a part of my journey as well. I'm a major organic food geek, and I love the science of food. I want to also provide you resources, just quotes and words of wisdom and books that I'm currently reading. And I want to give you an experience of what it's like to move forth, because I literally am move forth. It's me. And I want to share it with as many people as I can, but it's also going to be your own journey. I'm not going to force it on you. This is just one way of becoming yourself, and that's through the Move Forth way. And I want to also host retreats. I want to host more workshops locally in the Pensacola area. That's where I live, and I want to offer more workshops in this area on looking at our habits through the mother-daughter relationship, so that you can break habits like immediately, like right, because habit change is it's a big deal, and it's so needed right now in our world. Women have expectations on them that are just unreachable, and they really, really are. And so it's time to look at that, and it's time to surrender and to let go, and to go inward and find you under all of these expectations. I want to also host retreats for women, so that we can all come together and that we can immerse ourselves in this experience of connection and growth and expansion and breakthroughs, and just, for lack of a better word, bliss. Like when you're in that space with like-minded people, it's like nothing else. And I want to provide that for women. I want that to happen. And one of my goals here is to host a retreat in March of 2020 here in Pensacola. And it will be hopefully a 3-day retreat where we can all come together. If you're listening to this outside of the area, please consider, coming, and please send me an email, angela.moveforth@gmail.com, if you want to ask about it. So hopefully I will be getting an events page up on my website to provide more information about, speaking engagements that I'm going to be having in Pensacola, classes that I might be teaching, workshops that I might be teaching, retreats that I might be hosting. So that is another big goal, as I'm making millions in my mind, right? And right now it's just me. It's just me doing all this, and it's incredible. It's incredible. It's scary. It's on some days doubtful, on some days stressful, especially when I have to do like a Facebook ad. Like, I'm not going to lie, but I've got it down. I've got 3 going right now. #win right there for me. But it took up like 4 hours of my day yesterday and completely drained me of all of my energy. So, so I'm watching myself do all this, and I want you to watch yourself too. I want you to watch yourself build your business, because you're building something that no one else can. And I want you to remember that. I want you to pat yourself on the back here and there. I want you to listen to your body and listen to your eyes when they are just completely, like, when your body is drained and your eyes can barely hold themselves open, when you're on the computer for like too long. Get up and shake it off, or just close the computer. Nothing is going to blow up. Okay? We can't overwork ourselves, overtire ourselves, burn ourselves out. Go with your flow of your business. Ask questions. Ask for help. If you're working with somebody and it doesn't feel like it's the right fit, someone maybe that's trying to build your business, or a bookkeeper, or an intern, or, I don't have any of these people, so I don't really know what it feels like to have people actually work for you. But, a secretary, or someone who's scheduling your calls, or someone who's helping you with your social media content. If something doesn't feel right, just look into that. Because there are so many people that are out there and that are willing to help you with your business. And that, might be a better fit for you. And I can't say this enough. When you start to feel overwhelmed or stressed or tired, just go do a meditation. Like, shut your brain off. It means your brain is on overdrive, and before long you're going to be in like a panic attack type situation. And your brain is telling you like, hey, we're getting full over here. We're getting really full. So tune into that. Watch your body, watch your mind, during this building your business process, and you'll find that you'll create this space for ideas, inspirations, insights, wisdom to come through. And that's going to accelerate the growth of your business. If we block it with all this, meeting a deadline or meeting an expectation or not being able to meet an expectation and not being willing to admit that we can't meet the expectation and just going along at someone else's pace. Yes, it's helpful, but I just want you to listen to your body, listen to your mind, watch yourself build your dream, and let more space in for more magic and more guidance from you, since this is your dream after all. So I hope that this made sense. I just kind of took you on a major tour of my brain right now. And I wish you the very best in your business venture and dream and side gig and, IG account and Facebook business page and Twitter feed. I don't do Twitter, but if that's your jam, go jam it out, and jam out your dream, but don't put out your fire. Okay? All right. So I'm going to keep choosing to move forth this year, no matter if I have no shows, no matter if I only have 100 views on a video. Only, I say. 100 views, that's awesome. Like, if I'm impacting 100 people, like, who are we kidding? It means that I'm impacting maybe others in their life. Like, how freaking awesome is that? So thank you again for tuning in to me and to move forth coaching. And I wish you the best in your ventures and in your dreams, even if it's just a dream for you right now. Just start watching yourself build a dream, and I'll be over here sending you support and love. All right. Thank you so much. And I will be podcasting with you soon.